to my channel. So it's been a year since I created my first ever sim, and today in this video I'll be showcasing some of my favourite sims I designed in The Sims 4. So firstly I'm going to start with Albus Dumbledore. So as you can see from my first video I did of Dumbledore on YouTube, a lot has changed. Unfortunately, some of my custom content in my mods folder gets deleted. After a while, sometimes it doesn't work, or I just get rid of it because I think it's interfering with my game. My old Dumbledore that I designed, the very first video, that sim is no longer available. I have tried my hardest to find it in my Sims folders and it is not there. So I had to recreate another Dumbledore, and here he is. Dumbledore is, like I said, one of my favourite characters, and I actually met Michael Gambon down the streets in Bridlington when he was filming Dad's Army, and I got to go up to him and shake his hand, which was a really great moment for me. Unfortunately I didn't get a picture of him, which I do regret. But he was in the middle of a work schedule, so I wasn't going to interrupt him. Anyway, so this is my Dumbledore. I wanted so badly to get some custom content of his clothes, but I couldn't, and that's a real shame. So I managed to use this clothing here from the university pack. The beard I think I got from Google, now I'm not entirely sure where, and if I have used custom content from somewhere else, I always put it in the description box for somebody else to go and search for. So if you are trying to look for the beard, it'll be in there, but if it's not, please get back to me and I will try and find it for you. Also, the hat I got from the Potter pack, Puffer pack I think it's called, and yeah, so anyway, this is my Dumbledore, and I hope I did him justice. I think he's a great character. He reminds me a lot like my father. My father has the half-moon spectacles, the long hair, he's a bit of a hippie, and he loves sitting there giving people advice and talking lots of words of wisdom to people. So yeah, he reminds me a lot like my father, and my father reminds me a lot like him. So yeah, this is Dumbledore. So the next character I designed is Snape, played by Alan Rickman. I think Alan Rickman is a fantastic actor. I think in every film that he has done, he's just done it so brilliantly. And Snape, the way he portrays himself and the way he is, it makes you feel not scared of him, but wow, you know, this person has a very big presence, and that shows in Snape, and I think I wanted to show that in The Sims 4 as well. And it was such sad that when Alan Rickman died, you know, it left a big hole in everyone, and I wanted to showcase that in the video with the ghost form in the thumbnail, and I hoped you enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed creating it. The next Sims, or the next few Sims that I designed, are the Hogwarts founders. Now I really felt that it was necessary to design these Sims because I've never seen anybody else do that before in The Sims 4, and I thought what a great opportunity it would be for me to create them. So this is Helena Ravenclaw. I got her dress from the TSR website, or I may have got it from Google, but I'm unsure. Anything that I download for custom content would be in the description. If it isn't, then please get back to me and I will always put it in the description for you if you ever want to download any of the custom content shown in my videos. Obviously her hair is different because I get rid of a load of CC and then add new ones to it. But yeah, this is my Helena, and I hope I did her justice. This is my Helga Hufflepuff, and I think I really did a good job on her. Obviously the dress is different from what it shows in my video, but it is similar, and I wanted to showcase her, and I also did her yellow eyes. This is Salazar Slytherin, and yes, the beard has changed slightly, and I think also his face has been changed slightly. It was thinner in my video, but I enjoyed doing him. He was quite a hard character to create, and he reminded me so much like Voldemort. Last but not least is Godric Gryffindor, and he slightly looks a little bit like Snape with the hair, but I enjoyed creating him too. He sort of like has this sad frown upon him. I don't know why that is, but when I was trying to create him, this is the way he came out. For references, in the very beginning, I didn't have any sort of like equipment to reference from, if you know what I mean. I didn't have a phone or a tablet to have a look to see what the character's like. I only had books, so it was quite hard to actually look at the book and keep looking at the computer. But now I have a tablet, I can actually get close to the face and actually look for the detail, and I think as my videos have progressed, you can see the detail in people's faces a lot more. Anyways, these are the Harry Potter showcased videos. The next character that I want to showcase is Bellatrix Lestrange. Now, I think she's a fantastic character in the Harry Potter series, and although she's evil, I think that she has, I don't know, a very great presence about her. She's very unique, just a really great character, and I really wanted to design her and make sure that she looked not exact, because none of my Sims are going to be exact. They're always inspired. But yeah, I think Bellatrix deserves a mention. So this is my first attempt at Bellatrix. I chose the dress from the Vampires pack and the necklace from the Vampires pack. The hair I chose from Pets. So basically this Sim doesn't really have any custom content on her apart from her face, which sometimes I use some skin overlays, which helps define their face, I think. The next Bellatrix I designed is this one, and I did use some custom content for her. I obviously chose more Bellatrix Lestrange's hair, which I think is fantastic, and if you want this hair, I would have put it in the description box for you to download. Also, I used a different skin overlay and basically a different dress that may be in the description as well for you to download. If it is not, then please let me know and I will link it to you for you. But anyway, yes, I'm very proud of how these turned out, and although I've done 2 versions of her, I'm still quite proud of them both, and I think that they deserve a mention in this video. So the next lot of Sims that I'm going to showcase in this video are 11 from Stranger Things. Now, we were late watching this series and we just thought it was brilliant when we did start watching it. I think it's fantastic, and although 11 is not one of my favourite characters, I think her progress within the seasons is just fantastic and brilliant, and she has grown as not only a character but as an actress too. So this is 11 in the first season. She's wearing her pink dress, and I think the custom content for this dress is in the description. If it's not, please let me know again. And yeah, I think it's just fantastic. I think I did an okay job on her face. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I think she turned out well. The next is from season 2, and I did her gothic look when she went out searching for the people like her, and I think that turned out really well. I used some of the content from The Sims and some other custom content. Any custom content I use, I will always add that in the description box. The last but not least is when she goes to the mall, and this is her mall dress and her lovely shoes. The hair is not exact, and that's a real shame because I wanted to get it to a T, but I am actually quite proud of this one. This video itself, this one of this character, has gained about 600 and something views, so I'm actually quite proud of this. The thumbnail for it is half of Starcore and half of a white background, which I really enjoyed editing that and designing that. So the next lot of Sims that I'm going to showcase is the Dracula from Bram Stoker's Dracula. I can't express to you how important it was for me to get the actual look across in my videos, because I am a big fan of vampires. I just wanted the looks to be exact. My Sims are never going to be exact. They're always going to be inspired. But I am actually quite proud of this Count Dracula. The only custom content that I used is the glasses, and I think he turned out really well. I'm actually quite proud of him, and yeah, I think he does look a little bit like Gary Oldman, but he's not going to exactly look like Gary Oldman. So yeah, I think the look of him looks pretty good, and I am actually quite proud of this one. The next one I'm really proud of, because I managed to find the custom content and it actually worked. As you know, for some people that download custom content, not all of it works. You go and search it, you put it in your mods folder, and then all of a sudden there is this horrible see-through background with red bits and black bits. But when I downloaded this, I was fingers and toes crossed that it would work, and it did work. The face is not going to be exactly like the one from Bram Stoker's Dracula, but however, I tried to incorporate it in this video, in its design, and I think it actually turned out really well. If you want this look, or if you want the actual gown and the hair, I always put the links to the custom content in the description, so feel free. And however, if it's not there and you want to message me, please feel free to do so. I'm always willing to help people. So yeah, very proud of these, and I'm glad that I got to showcase them in my videos. So my next lot of Sims that I'm going to showcase are from American Horror Story. Now, we were very late watching these seasons. I think the second season was showing when we started watching the first, and we really enjoyed watching it. And we thought, this is very unusual, but very good all the same. The twist at the end, or the twists throughout them all, are just really unique and really brilliant. And I think the creators are such fantastic. They're just really brilliant creators. Anyway, this is my sister Jude, and I think she's a fantastic character. And I think in my video you can hear her talking, and she has this such sadness and desperation in her voice, and I like her character because, well, she's just very unique. Anyway, I think the nun's outfit, it was very important for me to get the nun's outfit and showcase it, and I think that you can find where the nun's outfit is in the description box. If you can't find any of my custom content linked to the description, please get in contact and I will try and find it for you. I'm always there to help. So yeah, this is her, and I'm very quite proud of her. I think her face does look exactly like the lady, and in my video you may have noticed that she has a bit of hair. I actually superimposed that hair myself, edited it on. In Coven, I really enjoyed that. I love anything to do with witches. I'm a pagan myself, so that really interests me. And Misty Day is such a fantastic character. She's so beautiful and she's so unique, and I think I really enjoyed designing her. Also, Stevie Nicks was featured in that, and most of her music, and I just thought that was fantastic. The next one is Tate, and I really enjoyed doing him from the Murder House. I thought he was a great character, a very sinister, very evil character, but also a very sad character too, and I really enjoyed designing him. And I think his face does look exactly like, well, not exactly, because as I said before, most of my Sims, or all of my Sims, will be inspired, so they won't be exact, but I just think that his face looks quite a lot like the person that plays him. The next character is Liz Taylor, and wow, what a transformation. What a transformation. I love this character, although he's not my favourite. The transition of him is brilliant. Goddesses don't speak in whispers, they scream. What a fantastic quote from Lady Gaga. What, I'm lost for words. It is super, just brilliant. I'm stumbling with my words now. The transition, brilliant. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's important that you do, because I think that's really just brilliant. Pepper Legba in the Coven, I think, is a fantastic character, and I wanted to showcase that so badly in this video and the video that I created for him. Most of this is CC, so that will be linked in the description, but yeah, the Raven is probably linked in the description too. I just think he's a fantastic character, and when I first saw him in this series, I just thought, wow, he's so great, I've got to design him. The next is Pepper, and although she seems very ugly, she has a beautiful soul. She's such a beautiful character inside and out, and she has such a sad story, and I really wanted to showcase that in this video. The content that I used is some from The Sims 4, but her face overlay is obviously custom content, and that will be from the TSR website. Last but not least is Montana Duke from 1984, and I wanted to showcase her in this video because basically I loved her character, and obviously I love the 80s, I love the films, the music, and everything about it really. So yeah, I wanted to showcase her, and I think she turned out quite well. So those are my AHS characters. Okay, this is another vampire sim that I needed to get right. Interview with the Vampire Lestat. Now I have chosen the way he looks. Basically, when Louis first sees him in this broken down home, and he's all gaunt and drawn because he's not fed, I wanted to showcase that side of him, and also the clothing side of him. I wanted to showcase that from where he was in that room with the two women and he was feeding from them, when he kicked the coffee table and it was showing there was a coffin underneath it. Now in this video I wanted to showcase that very clearly, the outfit and the face. I'm actually quite proud of this sim. He might not exactly look like Tom Cruise, but I think that I did it justice because of the way he looks. Now I managed to download custom content for his gaunt looking face, and yeah, basically I am very proud of him, and I'm so glad that I got to design him. This is just a character victim of his. It's not like the lady in that scene in the room with him kicking the coffee table and revealing the coffin. I just wanted to do a victim for him in Sims. So yeah. So this is the last lot of Sims that I want to showcase in this video. I have created a lot of Sims that I am proud of. As you can see by my YouTube, there are many Sims on there. But these are the last few that I just want to showcase that I'm also proud of too. So this is Miranda Priestley from Devil Wears Prada. And I think she turned out really well. She does look a little like Meryl Streep. Like I said, most of my Sims are inspired, so they're not going to really be exact. And also most of the custom content is from the TSR website. However, sometimes I do get the occasional custom content from Google, and all of it will be linked in the description. If it's not, however, if you get in contact with me, I can always point you in the right direction. Anyway, this is Daisy Bouquin from The Great Gatsby, and I think also she turned out really well. I found a site that does sort of like historical and 1920s wear, and this is where I downloaded her dress. This is Jareth from The Labyrinth, and I think he turned out really well as well. He's not going to exactly look like David Bowie. God, I wish he did, but he didn't, and I thought I would incorporate his damaged eye in there too. So this is Gandalf and I think he turned out also very well. I enjoyed creating him, and I really wanted to get some decent custom content clothes for him, but I couldn't find them, so I used this gown from university. So this is Sister Eunice from Asylum, AHS Asylum, and I'm really actually quite proud of her. This is the scene where she goes dancing in her lingerie in her bedroom. I'm not sure if the devil had taken her over quite yet, but this is quite a raunchy scene where she's having a good sing-song and dancing around. So yeah, I really enjoyed creating her, and I think that shows in this sim. The next one is Lady Gaga from Hotel. Hotel is one of my favourite seasons from American Horror Story, and Lady Gaga is a really great singer, and I wanted to really showcase her really well in the video that I did of her, and I think it does show that I really enjoyed creating her. The dress is obviously I found from Google, and her gloves, and yeah, I really enjoyed creating her, and I think she's just fantastic. Last but not least is Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones. I can't say her name properly, but I think it's Daenerys, something along the lines of that. I've never watched a single episode of Game of Thrones, but I really wanted to design her because I feel Emilia Clarke is such a beautiful, beautiful person, so pretty, and I named my daughter Emilia, not after her, but I named her Emilia because it's such a really pretty name. The dress I downloaded from Google, so that'll be linked in the description, and also the hair. And yeah, so this is the last of my Sims that I'm going to showcase today, and I want to thank you all so much for watching and being a part of my YouTube and my channel, and I hope to speak to you very soon.